An actor in movies, a star performance in one of Netflix's hottest TV shows right now, an experienced performer in Broadway, and even a great musician in his own right, Joey Batey. Joey Batey has recently reached stardom, and he seems to have no plan of leaving that status anytime soon. The Newcastle-born actor has become one of the rising stars in the acting industry due to his role as Jaskier in the Netflix series adaptation of The Witcher, playing his role alongside stars of the caliber of Henry Cavill. Is Henry going to watch this?
Who's this? Oh my God. Who was it? Was it Joey?
A big-time football and acting fan since childhood, Batey is poised to become one of the most interesting talents from the UK in years to come. He is also slowly becoming one of the media's darlings due to his soothing voice, dreamy looks, and the fact that he's so charming when doing interviews, often cracking jokes. Have you ever wondered what Batey's career before breaking through with The Witcher was like? Well, we're here to tell you all you need to know about our now dear Jaskier.
This is brilliant.
Batey was born on January the 1st of 1993 in Newcastle. As mentioned before, he has always been a big fan of football and acting, deciding on the latter from an early age. He also was a big literature fan ever since he was a kid, and that influenced his career choices as he got older as well. Once he finished his formative studies, he went to the University of Cambridge, where he studied and majored in, incredibly enough, medieval and modern languages. This is particularly impressive considering the roles he would later get in his career, especially The Witcher. He had a lot of small plays and roles, as you usually do when you're starting out in the industry, but his first big one was in a British thriller, Murder on the Home Front, directed by Geoffrey Sachs back in 2013. It's worth pointing out here that while Joey is British and has played multiple British roles throughout his career, he also has a house in the United States, which definitely helps with getting hired in America. Batey has a decent amount of experience as a Broadway entertainer, both acting and singing. This last part is very important because it has given him a lot more opportunities in the industry. He has performed for the Royal Shakespeare Company, which is considered by some to be one of the biggest accomplishments of his career so far. When it comes to films, perhaps the biggest success he had before his role in The Witcher was his performance as Eddie in 2017's film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, directed by a highly regarded director, Paul McGuigan. The film was far from a commercial success, but it showed how Batey was growing and improving in the industry. Batey has also enjoyed several roles in TV shows, but the vast majority of his roles were pretty minor and not really constant throughout the seasons he played in. He got to perform in shows such as The White Queen, CB Strike, In the Dark, and many more. Perhaps his biggest and most significant performances on TV before 2019 were his 5 episodes on Knightfall, where he played the character of Pierre. On a personal level, Joey Batey has been loved by his fans for a number of reasons. He's a very charming man, which is something that clearly shows in his social media activity. He is very active on Twitter, where he usually responds to fans with very fun and light-hearted comments, demonstrating that he doesn't take himself too seriously. He has also proven to have a very sensitive nature to friendship and loyalty. That's the reason he felt so connected to the character of Jaskier in the Netflix show, stating that that's Jaskier's superpower. Many of the actors he has worked with have said that he's a very friendly and charming guy, with Henry Cavill being the most obvious example. It doesn't hurt that he is a very good-looking man, and many of his female fans have pointed out how gorgeous his eyes are. But there is also a degree of humility in the way he behaves, and how he is always very grateful to his fans for all the support he has enjoyed throughout the years. Despite all of his recent success with The Witcher, it's worth pointing out that he still has a somewhat modest net worth compared to the vast majority of mainstream artists. According to the Celeb Closet, in 2019 he had a net worth of $300,000, a sum that is very likely to increase in the coming years. Batey complements his acting skills with being a very good singer, and that's something that no doubt made him stand out. Aside from playing Jaskier the Bard, he also recorded 2 monumental singles for the show, Toss a Coin to Your Witcher and Her Sweet Kiss. An interesting fact about his vocal performance in Toss a Coin to Your Witcher is that at the time of recording he was actually sick. He also referred to that song as the most annoying thing I've ever heard in a recent interview with Men's Health. Everyone's been listening to it for a week or so now and humming it. I've had that in my head for 8 months. Amazingly, Batey's musical skills are not limited to singing only.
I can play lots of instruments very badly.
As he's actually a very good lute player. Needless to say, that's something he's obviously put to good use while playing Jaskier in the series. In fact, one of the reasons he got the gig in the show was him bringing his lute to the audition and playing the instrument in front of the showrunners, proving he had what it takes to be that character. Apart from playing the lute, Batey is also a very seasoned piano player. He once told an anecdote that when he was in the opening of The Witcher, he got tired and went to a room to play the piano, while Henry Cavill was standing there in silence, marvelled by his music. Aside from using his abilities as a musician for his acting performances, Batey also has his own folk band, The Amazing Devil, and they have made a couple of releases, with the actor even stating that they are planning to go on tour. He is not sure if it's going to be very long due to his commitments with The Witcher though. Sadly, for the ladies watching this, it has to be said that Joey Batey is currently not interested in having a love life.
Ladies, you look famished. Allow me to wander aimlessly into this thicket.
While it's a very common trend to see famous male actors jumping from one gorgeous woman to the next,
Why would you do that?
Batey is very reserved in that regard, and he has even stated that he prefers not having a partner and kids for the time being, because he is fully focused and determined to make it as an actor. So, tough luck, missus. His performance in the Witcher Netflix show has obviously been superb, and he's someone that definitely made that series such a hit, with the show already having secured a second season. His dynamic with Henry Cavill was one of the show's biggest strengths, and Batey has stated how him and Cavill developed a very strong friendship as time progressed on set.
Come here.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, Joey Batey has the looks, the personality, and the skills to become one of the biggest names in the industry. It's safe to say we are going to be hearing a lot more from him in the coming years, hopefully in the next seasons of The Witcher. Will he take the world by storm? Did you learn anything new about him, or are you a die-hard Batey fan that already knew it all? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome Witcher stuff.